Alright, what's up everybody? I'm about to add Jen. Okay, it won't let me add anybody. Trying to add her, so just bear with me here. Let's see y'all. Oh, you fucking thing. Guest request. Alright, hold on. Go to the... I just told her to add herself, so hold on. Let's see if I can get her in here. Come on, Jen, come play. Alright, let's see if I can add you, Jen. Alright. There she is.
Good morning, CCT. Good morning, Todd.
Hey, good evening here. So
how are we all doing?
I'm good. Let's see what everybody. We got 44 people on here so far. They've been waiting for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. We made it here. Can you guys hear me quite clear?
I can hear you good. Let's see about everybody else.
That's good. Thank you very much, Todd, for challenging me. I literally woke up at 5 and I could hear these notifications going. Ding, 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 ding. You know, I'm like, who is it? And then I looked up, it's like, come play with me. And I'm that girl that you don't mess with. So I'm like, yep, I'm going to jump in. So thank you very much for having me.
You should see my notifications. Like, I just cleared them and I got 43 already.
Right.
And I just cleared them to the video. Like, I don't even pay attention to it. So, looks like we're on here. Let me find that post. Did you see any questions you wanted to answer before we get started?
Like I said before, like any technical stuff to, you know, too much of an analysis on this coin and that coin, I think is probably not the right place for me to say, because I don't call myself an expert. But if you want to hear like a friend sort of opinion, then I'm your girl, you know, so go for it. There are a few questions taught regarding some of the coins, if you like to answer those questions.
Well, everybody, I guess the big question is, where's Bitcoin going? You know, that's what everybody seems to be wondering. And I think this big run from 5,700 to 6,200, I mean, that's quite a jump. And I think that was a combination of two things. I seen they just released that news that China is unbanning Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody wanted to get the jump because apparently that's November 1st. So that's a couple days. And I think that was that big green spike, the first one. Sure. And then what I think happened was that blew all the shorts out and got a lot of short squeezes called, which sent it skyrocketing up. And then it, you know, this thing hit an all-time high at 63.45 on Bitfinex.
You know what? I haven't even checked this morning because I got really occupied with you guys. So if that's 6,000, what is it that you said? 6,300 as we speak?
45, it hit the high. It's
Drinks on me.
It's
awesome.
Now though, but still, man, 60. God, that's a new all-time high. I've never seen it that high. I mean, it took off.
You beauty. I reckon it's probably going to go to 7,000 by Christmas. So I'm going to keep holding, keep holding.
Yeah, I sold a huge amount at 6,000, but I bought probably about 60% of it back on that down
Sure.
trace. But I mean, RSI right now sitting. I mean, this thing's sitting at 80.45. So I mean, this market's way oversold. Way
So
oversold.
with the news of China, though, guys, I'm not too sure whether that's really confirmed. I got some Chinese friends, and they said like in China, it's still like people a bit like unsure. Somehow,
Yeah.
though, out of China, everyone's sort of like, oh my God, China actually can buy Bitcoin again. So just tread carefully. But, for me, it's good news for me, whether it's fake news or it's accurate, because apparently I hold some of these Bitcoins, but check your facts as well, guys, before you jump in.
Hey, there's the advice that I would give. You heard it from the lady first, right here. But that's what I'm saying. But we got a lady on the show today. That's pretty impressive. Bring the crypto girls in here, throw their hair out.
Yeah.
Yeah, flip your hair or
And
something. What's up?
pajamas and hair. That's what we need in this space as well. The thing that got me really intrigued is that I went to several like meetups and conferences and all that stuff. And I look around, right? I'm like, gee, I am a minority here. There's hardly any girls around. Why is it, guys? Why is it there's no girls in cryptos? Well, apart from me and a few others.
Honestly, I think there is, like, because obviously I'm in the crypto women's group and you're in there, and there's a good
Yeah,
amount
you
of girls
have.
in there. And I just think girls are more, they're here, but they like keep a lower profile. They're not as like out there like me and Joe and Rev and you and like we're out there. We're like we don't care, but I guess I hate to use the word, but it's almost like they're a little bit more timid. Like in this space.
Yeah.
But I think they're out there. I see a lot of them. I'm like, man, that's a girl. Like I see them joining 51% crew all the time, and these are girls I
Hi,
like.
Amanda.
I normally don't interact with on a daily basis. Like at least in the women's group, I know most of those girls, but
Mm-hmm.
these are girls that are popping up out of nowhere. I'm like, who's this? And like, I'm like, that's a girl.
I think you are right about it. Like our girls, we seem to like keep a low profile and all that. I think it's fine to be like that. But I guess for me, I didn't even know like what like there's not so many girls, and with my personality as well, because I like to laugh and I'm quite out there and have fun and joke around, So I think for me, not being shy, and I really am like hoping that going forward there would be more girls like me and come out and chat about coins and things instead of shoes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's room for everybody in this space. I mean, I really can't tell if I'm buying or selling against you when the chart's open. I don't know if you're trading against me. You might be over here
Yeah.
whooping my ass. I don't know. So
Yeah, sure.
that's the way I see it. But
There's a guy called James Suckley in England. He said Todd looks happy.
I'm happy. Yeah, because
Yeah, he's always
I took
happy.
a day off. I'm my lazy Sunday. I am happy today.
Awesome. So, why there's a girl group? I feel like Chinese miners are the cheapest way for China to export coal, so it's probably a matter of time. I think we're talking about different mining here. You're talking about real mining here, Dave. I'm just
Yeah,
reading this along as well.
mining's not my thing. I've never really got into that. Actually, let me get some more
So
juice. But
the real mining in Western Australia, so we're really rich with natural resources and things like that. So I have been in the real mining, as in not Bitcoin mining, for about 8 years in my life. And then the thing that changed my life that I decided to quit is because of cryptocurrency. Like in Australia, mining is such a really high demand job, well paid. But crypto, and I thought like I would be stuck with that job all my life because it's just so good. And then crypto came along, and I'm like, no, you know what? There's something better. And the big part of it is because I love crypto. I'm really obsessed about it. And when you really love something, it's
yeah,
much better. So I decided, like, you know what? I quit.
I think that that's me too, because like a lot of people say I'm an asshole, and it's because I'm firm. But I think that more or less comes out in my passion towards it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if you're wrong. I'll tell you if you're right. I'll be like, no, this
No.
shit don't go like that, man. Stop telling the noobs that, like you're ruining
Yeah.
something. And I tell it how it is, and people mistake that for me being a total dickhead. But
You know what? You kind of like me in a way, like I say it as it is, but probably with a smile. So say it as it is with a smile, But I think that's a good quality to have actually taught, like to actually be passionate about something and to be able to voice your opinion as you think without filter.
yeah,
So I think that's a good
but
thing.
at least if you come to me, several things. I'm not going to steal a penny from you. I don't care about your money, and I'm not going to
Mm.
lie to you. You're going to get it straight up, the truth from me. Like I'll tell you how it is, whether you like it or you don't like it. The coin, shit coin. I'm going to tell you, it's a shit coin. Sorry feelings, but you bought some garbage.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Are there any other questions? Just like my top post,
yeah.
Coinbase.
What questions do we have? Bitcoin. We kind of went over that. Really, though, Bitcoin. I mean, you never know where it's going because right now it's oversold. So we'll probably see a retracement on the 1 hour. The 1 day chart. It's still got a little bit of room to go, but we're getting into the oversold zone. I mean, we're pushing up on 70 now, but this isn't a traditional market, so we usually get up to a RSI between 80 and 81. So it's got a little bit of wiggle room to go up on the 1 day chart. But if I remember correctly, when I charted it like a month ago, right at 62.18, I think that was the number. That was the 1.618 fib. So that's probably going to be a key point. If it doesn't blow through that, it'll probably be a reversal point. It pressed it last time at 61.90 and it couldn't make it
Mm.
through. Now it blew through it, but it couldn't hold that candle. So
I see you're a candle kind of man. You do the technical analysis and things like that. Whereas me, I go by more of the news and, I'm not really looking into charts and going by the news. And I used to be one of those that panic soul stuff as well and fake news, for example, with China and all that stuff. And I usually would just like sort of follow certain people that I think they're knowledgeable in their sort of field. Like for example, we got Rev. Rev is my favorite in Australia. He's awesome and he's really genuine as well. So I feel like, when I listen to his technical analysis and things like that, I usually put my money and follow him, and then it becomes his responsibility.
yeah, yeah, I'm kind of just the opposite. Like I don't play into the rumors and I don't play into everything. Like I read the charts because I think of it one way. The charts have never lied to me. The charts have never deceived me. So the charts
True.
tell me a story. And after a decade
Mm.
of looking at charts, I can tell the story behind it. I can
Right.
tell what the candle patterns are. Like, on this 1 hour, this doji formed and it started reversing. So, I mean, and this was a bearish candle here for that top candle. I mean, this thing hit 63.45 and got traced back all the way to 6,200. So, I mean, that was a $145 retrace. That was, everybody was unloading for some money. They were like, we can get some money.
Yeah, sure.
But, I'm big on Fibonacci levels. That's my thing. I'm a trend trader, a Fibonacci, trader, and if anybody really wanted to go with a style, I'm an aggressive pullback trader,
Sure.
and I like to short the market. I short markets like no tomorrow.
You like to short the market. Okay,
Oh, I
yeah,
love it.
interesting.
I make more money shorting markets than I do in any long position ever. Well, not more money. I say faster money. These things
And,
climb up low and crash.
and you're doing that by looking at charts and your trends and your candles? Is that how you sort of come up with when you make a trades call, like short decision or?
Yeah, I mean, I basically go like right now. I'm going to start looking for short positions on
Yeah.
the next. Then it right here we've had a one move and a two move. So we're looking at a second
Yeah.
move on the move today. It'll probably
Mm.
try to retrace back and go for the third move. The third move is when you want to short with a tight stop. Somebody,
Mm-hmm. Someone's at the door. Go get it.
I don't know.
Did
I'm
you
not.
order something? Did you order me a pizza or something? We can have a party here.
Yeah. No. I don't know. They didn't call me, so I'm not gonna answer.
There were some other questions about what coins do I hold in my portfolio and things. And I know I get asked all the time about that. And so I would say, obviously BTC, to me, like if something gonna have this 21 million circulation in the world and there's not gonna be any more, and with the amount of population that coming into this crypto space, I'm gonna hold on to the Bitcoin for sure. And nothing will ever replace Bitcoin because this is how we all started here, is from Bitcoin. So I am a true believer. I'm holding my Bitcoins. And then I have Ethereum because I really like Vitalik. He's awesome, but also the blockchain technology in general. And also, I also put my money in OMG. If anyone's familiar with OMG, of course, everyone. OMG got me really excited because I know the founder of OMG. Not just that, I know that he's really smart, but also how their payment system actually now being integrated in a lot of parts in Asia, including Thailand. For example, like a lot of McDonald's in Thailand, pretty much most of them have now got this OMG payment system integrated in their businesses, and it's huge. So I think it's yet to grow, from what I feel anyway, or what I can see.
Yeah. Now, what languages do you speak?
Okay, I do have a little bit of accent, as you can
No,
hear,
no,
and right.
like you could use that to your advantage. Like, do you speak Chinese, like Mandarin, like Korean?
No, I don't. I don't. I wish I spoke like I wish I speak like Chinese or Japanese or anything, but I'm from an Asian background. Obviously, I'm from Thailand originally, and believe it or not, Thailand might be quite a small country, but the
Mm-hmm.
population is like 100 millions or something compared to Australia's like a lot more people in such a small country. And the beauty of it is Thailand is really crypto friendly. And a
Yeah.
lot of people sort of coming out. And this is what really inspired me, because how I got into crypto is because reading about Satoshi, concept and everything, it kind of got me thinking about when I was a child growing up in Thailand, and how my nana told me like she's not almost not good enough to be able to open a bank account, to be able to do her transfer and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the idea of being able to send your money or your coins to another party freely, that really, to me is really appealing. And that's how I got into the game, really. There's a question from Ben Joel. Have you had a chance to check out Moonfighter? Any thoughts on it? Have you
What is
heard of Moonfighter before?
what is it?
Moonfighter. Moonfighter is like a group of people that come together and they use some sort of automatic program or something that's developed by Ben Joel himself, very
Oh,
smart. And then it's kind of like what it does, like it does the trading for you. I haven't yet really explored it, but the idea of it is really interesting.
so they're doing the algorithms and stuff. All right.
Yes, yes,
Um,
absolutely.
no, I have a program written or
Happy.
compiled, I should say, that I'm about to put on the 51% crew um, website, and it's
Mm-hmm.
basically an algorithm finder, and it's going to do signaling, for moving averages and everything that I use on a trade, and it's
Right.
basically going to list them, and it's going to tell you like heavy buy, heavy sell,
Mm-hmm.
medium hold, like things like that. So that way you can do a quick analysis on the
Yeah.
51% crew page and look at it, say, okay, I need to go chart this. This thing's saying, it's signaling a buy. So we need to take a
Yeah.
closer look at this. This is signaling a sell. We need to look at this closer if you're holding it. So
Yeah.
that's one of my goals that I have put together, but we just have to like make the site look beautiful and get it all together now. I have all the information, all the stuff written. It's just getting it all together.
Excellent.
Uh,
Excellent. I think, the tools like these, the trading tools, it actually helped us because if you go to like coin market caps and things like that, you can see the amount of the coins or the assets that, you know, now got listed. It's just too overwhelming. And to have these sort of trading tools to help you, all right, these are the ones that I should be looking at. And then they can go after, you know, getting the signals from the tool, they then can do their own research. And so that they can make their trading decision. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm putting together. It does like an algorithm
Mm.
of, you know, the moving averages and everything, and
Yeah.
where it's at in the market. So it'll, instead of looking at coin market cap, you'll be able to look directly at this, and it'll tell you, you know, like such and such. It'll tell you the volume
Yeah.
if you want to look at that coin or not. It might just be a shit
Mm.
coin with low volume, so you might discard it. But that's
Yeah.
the goal of that. That, yeah, I mean, I use something similar to that daily, and that's, everybody's like, how do you find these coins? And, you know, a lot of looking at that and a lot of scanning the charts with my eyes. Like, I can look at a chart and I can pretty much tell within, you know, 60 seconds if, you know, this is worth looking into farther just by the candle pattern.
Sure. Someone was asking a question before as well, like I don't have much money, and if I'm gonna start like 500 or $1,000, you know, would I actually make anything? Or I would tell you, like when I first started, I only had like $300, and you know, I was just being obsessed about like checking on it, like refreshing it, the page on CoinSpot, which if you are in Australia, generally you start your trading with an exchange called CoinSpot. And I was like refreshing all the time, constantly. And then it's only until like I was busy. I was busy with life and not looking at it like for about 3 weeks. And I came back to it. And that was when the time when like, you know, Anshare and Neo sort of mooning. I hate to use the word moon, you know. And so I, you know, in a sudden it become like thousands. And from that, it's actually built my portfolio based on that $300.
Well,
So start, you know, do whatever money you've got, get into it though. Don't miss the boat and use it as an excuse like, oh, I've got little money. You
no,
know, if you got $300 today, do it.
I can address that because I can relate to that.
Sure.
Back when Bitcoin was less than, you know, let's just say less than $200, every single
Mm,
week I was buying it. Some weeks I
right.
would buy $20, whatever I had left over from my paycheck. Like if I had $20 left over for the week, I bought $20 worth of Bitcoin. If I had
Yep.
$500 that week, I bought 500, 600, 800, 20, 50, 30, whatever it was. It didn't matter, but I made sure I bought stuff every single week. And I told myself, I said, you know, I'm gonna keep saving this like my savings account. And if Bitcoin ever reaches $1,000, I'm gonna sell it all. That's what I told myself. And I kept
Why
saying,
not?
I kept saying that, and I kept saying that. And guess what? Lo and behold, Bitcoin hit $1,000. And I'm like, cool. But this was when things weren't as easy. Like I had to go in and like get all of it out of cold storage. It wasn't just sending it off a ledger or something. So I was lazy. And next thing I know, I turned around, Bitcoin was like 1,200. And this was only December. Like,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, it was
Mm,
December, wasn't it? When it went from 600 to 1,200. And
yeah.
I was like, oh man, it went to $1,200. So I had like, I'm like thinking to myself, like, man, I got hundreds of these things. Like I've been buying and
Yeah.
buying and buying. It's been adding up. I got hundreds of Bitcoins. So I was like, cool, I got a couple hundred. And then it hit 1,200 and I sold them all. I said, cool, man, I sold all that shit. Like
I'm rich.
3 or 4 days later, I was like, man, I'm going to start, looking at other things. And next thing I know, it crashed to like $600. So I'm like, wow, guess what Todd's doing? Todd's buying back double. Now he's got 1,000 some Bitcoins.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I literally bought
Awesome.
everything back double. And
Yeah.
that's all she wrote from there. And then I started looking at like other things and like, really get in, because I was trading also at that point.
Mm-hmm.
More. But when I first started though, years and years and years ago, it was literally like, $50 here, $50 there. So don't get discouraged if you only have $500. Buy it and don't
Yeah.
try to play the markets with it though. Don't try to play that, with $500 because you're gonna get run over. Just buy it and like sit on like Bitcoin. Don't or diversify something. 60% Bitcoin, 40% in some altcoins. Some shit
What
coins.
you what you said about that, I could relate to as well. Because at one stage, I was telling myself, being girls, we spend so much on crap like hair, shoes, things that, random stuff. Girls love that. We're just going to go to the shop and we just buy random stuff. So I told myself, you know what, girl, this hair money, this shoes money, and what else, like this bullshit money, you need to put aside. And that's how I kind of started because you know what, I just like this is the money that if I lost it all, it won't matter,
Yeah,
right? It's not like part of my saving from my saving bank account for the rainy days or something. It's one of those bullshit money from bullshit stuff. So I cut my bullshit and put it into the right place like Bitcoin, and it's been really rewarding to me as well. Someone was asking me if CoinSpot the best exchange in Australia. Look, I don't vouch for anyone. This is not advertising, but personally, I use them. Some people say that they're a bit expensive with their fees and all
yeah.
that stuff. But
I
for
look.
the new,
I checked out the rates. They're like the Australian Coinbase. Like they really mark it up. But you
yeah,
know, what are your options in Australia? I really don't know because I'm not from there. But I
um,
tell
the,
everybody go with like a GDAX or Kraken if you're in the U.S. and like take the
yeah.
time, set up your account, do your wire transfer, have it sitting there, and be patient. Don't just as soon as your money hits your account buy. Like you don't have to do it. Wait, you know, wait for a
So
correction.
CoinSpot is just good because it's displayed everything in straight Australian dollars, and you can just pretty much like put your money, Australian dollars into the account and things like that. So anyone got started, I think is quite a good place to start. It's not too overwhelming or too confusing. But yeah, like Todd said, just explore a little bit, be a bit more adventurous. Go on to Kraken or something. Or someone was telling me yesterday, try Binance. And I'm like, ooh, isn't that Chinese? And then they, enlightened me that it's actually Hong Kong based exchange. So I'm going to try Binance as well myself. So,
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, you gotta be careful, like because when I was buying all those bitcoins and then MT Gox happened, I lost so much of them. But I just kept buying $50, $50, $100, $200, whatever it was, and just kept buying every single week. And next thing
yeah,
I know, it went up, and I had hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's all
that's
she wrote.
awesome.
I turned thousands
Yeah.
into millions now, so it can happen.
Yeah, yeah, they got Koi Jar or Koi Tree in Australia. Well, I kind of hope like going forward there would be, another exchange player coming along and then sort of, probably like make the fees a bit more reasonable. But again, I'm grateful using Koi Spot so far has been great starting point for me. So, um,
I'm reading some of these questions. They said, "Jen, are you single?"
you know what? I actually got into like this cryptocurrency because I broke up with my ex-boyfriend and I'd gone through a stage where I was like kind of over with my sadness and my binge eating, ice cream, KFC, everything. I'm like, there must be more to life. And is the beauty of it is like, sometimes through difficult timing in your life came something really awesome because I was sort of trading oil and gold like a day trader. Experimenting stuff. And I came across this Ethereum. And I was like, what the hell is Ethereum? Let's go Google the shit out of this. And then I did. And I never looked back from that day onward. So, yeah, to answer your question, I'm not on Tinder. I used to be before crypto. But
What's that
if you
shit?
look at me on
Like
Tinder, my
the
name, my
passport.
ID would be like, sorry, yeah.
What's that thing that you keep emailing me trying to sell me Tinder passport or something where I can like telepath to some other country and talk to girls?
I never got that, but you know what? I'm game enough to say like, yeah, I was on Tinder before, and just pretty much just like wanted to be, I'm gonna say not adventurous, but more
I
sort of
get, like
educated.
I keep getting them spam emails. They try to charge me like $20 a month for some Tinder account that like I can like over the internet. I'm like, what the what the fuck?
I actually paid for like premium account for Tinder so I can hide myself, but it's more sort of like educational. for myself. And then once I was sort of busy with Tinder for a while, and I didn't have time to check my CoinSpot account. And then I came back to it, and man, my portfolio has sort of rocketed and just gone crazy. So after that, I never really visited Tinder again. But if I join again, I'm going to use this ID. It's going to be Jenny from the blockchain.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, God.
that way I can like get my like swiping blockfolio addiction over to swiping Tinder. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll.
Swipe left, right. Yeah, I'm not too
Yeah,
sure now. But
instead of
who
down like
cares?
blockfolio, you're swiping left and right or something, right? Oh
Okay,
man.
there's some question for you there. Hi, Diana. I'm glad that you got it. Jenny from the blockchain. And if any of you actually understand this joke, Jenny from the blockchain, now I know how old you are. You're very old like me.
God, there's like hundreds of questions. Hey Todd, do you
Mm.
think of all the uncertainty in the market regarding SegWit will cause the people to go to fiat and tether? Does the whole fork thing? Um, that's up in the air. That's anybody's guess. Like there's no chart that's going to tell you. There's no technical analysis going to tell you. There's no fundamental analysis. There ain't shit going to tell you what is going to happen. That is literally swinging away. I literally sat here when they forked the gold, swinging away, like clicking the mouse, going
Mm.
buy, sell, buy, sell. I was getting busy. There's nothing. There's all these years of experience I've been through crashes, forks, fork after fork after fork. I mean, I think they even threw a spoon in somewhere. So, there's nothing that can tell you what's going to happen. Like, you're going to have to trade that trend for the day, and that's it. Like, you're going to have to trade
Someone was
out
telling me.
fork.
You are so right about it. And what I do is, no matter, because that's my life as well, I've gone through different stages. And then I always have myself like a big box of instant noodle that can coach you if shit really got wrong, like I always got something. But what I'm trying to say is like, invest at your own risk and do your own due diligence.
Okay. We got a question for you. It said, ask her, what is the most fascinating part of crypto's future? What do you think is the most fascinating thing that's going to happen in crypto? That's a question for you. They want.
And this is why I'm so excited, and this is why I jump into it, is because now that it's just among us, maybe like out of 10 people that you go outside at the shop, if you do your grocery shopping, you probably find like maybe 2 people, 3 people that actually know what Ethereum is, or what is like hard fork that we're talking about. But I think now there's more and more exposure, there's more and more news through the mainstream sort of media and things like that. So, and also from my own experience, like I have taught, or really not taught, I have actually guided a lot of my friends to sort of like, dare to sign up on CoinSpot and then start trading and things. So I think there'll be more and more people. What this means though is that there will be a lot more of the newbies, those uneducated or non-experienced users, which also means that means there will be more scams coming around as well,
Yeah.
because of these newbies. But again, we here, a group of people here, we have sort of got a certain level of knowledge. So hopefully that this place, like CCT, can be a good place for people as well to actually come together and find the information and sort of, if they need help, like the newbies, they can always come and can ask, the community as such. So I think it's exciting. I can see more girls joining this crypto space, and I can see more sort of craziness regarding the regulations of governments. Like I think we've seen one yesterday. Vietnam, one of the Southeast Asian countries, actually banned the whole cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I mean,
good luck.
I don't see it happening. I mean, they'll be around on the street corner buying Bitcoin instead of cocaine. Well, I don't think you're going to be able to ban something like that.
No.
So we covered the fork question. We covered that. I can't see these questions. You want to read some questions down here? They're blowing through.
Sure, sure. Some of them I don't even know. It says CCT 51% and with lots of muscles going on, lots of biceps going on. What does that actually mean? I mean, goat hot, I think. You know, you got some supporters there. Um, there are some newbies as well, like some of the people came onto my Facebook page and then love my videos. And what they did, they go in and they didn't quite understand cryptocurrency, put some money into their account, gone ahead and bought like, you know, a big loads of Ethereum to buy something. And sort of, you know, by watching my video briefly, and then went into like my Ether wallet to send some Ethereum out and didn't really know what to do and ended up like losing that 30 Ethereum or if not more. And
Damn.
then came and asked me, and then he came and asked me like, can you contact this person that I sent my Ethereums, you know, to him or her by mistake? And I'm like, dude, this is blockchain. I can't help you. And then he asked me like, what is it? So he didn't quite understand the concept. So I told him like, chill out. I'm so sorry for your loss. But those of you who are new as well, it's a really exciting space, but go slow and do your research and don't jump into, oh, I need to get rich right now. You know, don't do it if you don't know what you're doing, because I would hate for that to happen to you guys as well, or my family. You know, I can
Yeah.
relate to this.
Like I tell everybody, send a test transaction.
Mm,
Just a little
mm,
bit first. Like don't send the
yes.
whole amount. Like even I do
Yeah.
that. Even I send
Yeah.
a test transaction when I got a new wallet. I always send a test. You know, and I've been
Yeah.
doing it for years, and I know what I'm doing, but I still send a test. Like, don't be ashamed to send a test transaction. Like, I'd rather lose, you know, zero point 0.1 Bitcoin than, you know, a lot of them. I'm foolish.
I like to say hello to Martin Anderson. Martin Anderson is part of this thing called Perth Crypto Community or Perth Crypto Crew. And Perth in Western Australia, Todd, I'm not sure if you've been to Australia before. Such a beautiful country with cool people like myself.
No,
But
it's on my list. I'm gonna make it through to Australia. I'll probably do it this summer coming up
do
because
that.
I'm heading to Dubai shortly. I got to sign some bank account stuff. That's my next trip. And I'm gonna head over to like Croatia and like you know Europe, and then I'll probably come down to Australia while I'm on that side
That
of
would
the
be
pond.
awesome. We all can catch up. Like I met with Martin Anderson and the Perth crypto crew, and Perth used to be like quite well. It is quite a small capital city, probably like the most remoted capital city in the world. But we just had our meetup, and the amount of people that actually turned up is like a room full of people wanted to talk about Bitcoin and this blockchain thing. You know, I think it's really fascinating, and that got back to that question about what is likely going to be the most fascinating thing next year. I think more and more people are actually coming on board, and there will be more groups, you know, in different cities, and then we can have like a CCT
Well,
world meetup or something.
like I told Joe in the last video, you know, we're in a day and age now where the guys in the business suits are coming and asking for the jobs from the guys wearing the hoodies. Like that's how it
Yeah,
goes now. This is our generation stuff. We built the blockchain. And the next generation of these kids, 18, 19, 20-year-olds coming through, they're basically, you know, they're going to follow through with it. You know, it's like we
mm,
went from the pager to the cell phone, you know, we went from, you know,
sure.
the progression of it. Um, let's answer a question. Stephen Dashner, he said, preferences of TradingView or Coinigy? Coinigy has a nice chart, but they suck. Like the lag is terrible. Like I won't trade on there. Like they don't update. The API sucks.
Mm,
TradingView has a way better API. You know, you'll get more of a real-time charting experience with TradingView. Uh, I think TradingView blows Coinigy away, and the guys from Coinigy, they're assholes. You know, like the developers. You know, they like I've had technical problems, and basically they turned around and tried to blame it on everything. Oh, it's your
right.
plugin. you know, you got to use some like special super secret incognito browser and undo your plugins and all this shit. No, motherfucker, I just want to turn shit on and make it work. Like, I just want it to work. Like, I want to go in and go into my browser and make it work. Like, that's it. You know, I don't want to have to go into incognito, super ninja, like crypto Navy SEAL shit to make my fucking program work, you know? Come on. And they basically acted like Coinigy was perfect, and it was like, it had to be my computer, or it was my plugins, or this. Like, I got every fucking excuse in the book, and I'm like, listen, man, like, no matter what computer it is, my MacBook Pro, my Mac Mini server, my, you know, my other server, like, no matter what computer I'm on, it does the same thing. Like, it's not my computer. Like, and, you know, their support sucks. Oh, and they keep raping my credit card. I had to cancel. I had to do 3 chargebacks on my credit card for them because I have credit on there or whatever. And they kept my credit card when I got credit, and I'm emailing them, and they won't reply. They're like, oh, basically stealing my money. So, you know, watch your bill if you use Coinigy. Like, you know, I'm not. Pay attention. They will overcharge you. And I don't think that's right. Not cool.
There's one question for you there. Tradingview allows you to trade crypto from Jonathan Kazani.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can set up all that API stuff with it. But I just go direct. I trade on Bitfinex. So Bitfinex's UI and their engine is like far superior than anything. So I got TradingView charts right on Bitfinex. So I really don't have to go anywhere for it. I think everything's in one dashboard for me. So I never really seen a need to, you know, outsource a program for it. The only reason I was using Coinigy was charting and through Bittrex because Bittrex UI sucks. But I've been using Bittrex less and less and less now that, you know, Bitfinex has been adding coins and, you know, I don't know, man. Bittrex treats their customers like shit also.
Has anyone tried like an exchange overseas? Like, I am curious because I really wanted to jump onto like this thing called Bithumb. I think it's called Bithumb. It's like Korean-based exchange. It's the world's largest volume trading platform.
You talk about
Has anyone tried? It's called Bithumb. No, BITHUMBS. I think Bithumb.
Oh, BitHub.
Or something. Yeah. Do you use that? Have you used it before?
No. I'm looking. Hold on. Trade volume. Yeah.
It's crazy because South Korea, once again, is such a small country, but it's got like the exchange that has got the highest volume in terms of trading daily. So
yeah, you're talking about BitHub.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I just haven't really had a need for it. And actually, no. Now that I'm looking, I do have a BitHub account.
Have you? And someone was telling me about Binance, about how you can actually, like, if you trade and they got like their own coin as well, and it can like reduce your fees and etc. Someone was telling me that it's really good, so I'm gonna give it a go as well, Binance.
Yeah, that and that KuCoin or whatever it is. You know, everybody keeps talking about that, but when I looked at it, I've had an account forever since like the beginning. I got an email like a while ago for it. Now like they're giving out that affiliate code and all that stuff, and I didn't even realize I had that, but I do. But yeah, it's like I looked at it and it's just their liquidity of their books and their volume sucks and their spread. Like, you know, you're literally losing, you know, percentages on a spread. And I'm like, man, I can't trade here like a high volume trading session like I do on Bitfinex because just the spread and the liquidity, it won't handle the type of trading I do. But I mean, I guess it would be okay if you wanted a coin that was on there to go get the coin and send it out, but I don't see that being a high volume trading exchange. It's not built for it. And you know, they have like the code from OKCoin. That's like the OKCoin code. That's what engine is running. So.
Okay. What do you think about Bittrex fees? I actually don't really look into the fees as much. I don't know whether it's just a girl's thing. I don't really look into like fees. The moment I know that I have made a lot of profits, like I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Whatever fees.
Bittrex rapes you. It literally is 0.25% each direction. So you're paying a 0.5% in fees for buy and sell. It's the most expensive exchange I've ever come across. Like, and they don't care. Like, they literally don't. That, and I'm about to put them on blast too, because we had a little incident or whatever that I did a group buy for a certain coin for some people, and he accidentally gave me his Ethereum wallet for Bittrex. And the coin's recoverable. It's an Ethereum ERC20 token. And I emailed them. I explained the situation, and they were like, okay, we can't do anything because, the coin's not listed on the exchange. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess that's your rules. That's your rules. No problem. They were like, contact us if, the coin gets listed and we'll resolve it. So lo and behold, the coin got listed. So what did I do? I contacted them, told them. And all they keep doing is sending me these stupid fucking form letters saying, oh, it could take months and this and that. And basically some form reply. And I'm like, listen, asshole, the kid made a mistake. Like, it was an honest mistake. And he gave me his Ethereum address, and it wasn't one he controlled. It was your guys. And he doesn't have access to coins. It was an honest mistake. And it was almost like, $8,000. And they're basically giving us the runaround and won't give us these coins back. And, oh, it's complicated. No, it's not. You got the private keys to this, Ethereum wallet. Like, you have to have the private keys to, obviously, because you're functioning the wallet. It's literally go in and send it out. That's it. It's not some complicated process. Like, you're not talking to some noob here. Like, I know how this shit works. And basically, they keep giving us the runaround to, I honestly feel like at this point that they're stealing the $8,000 and they won't give it back. Like, they won't, every reply, stupid fucking form, I'll find the.
Did you get it in the end? Like, how long did it take you guys to actually got it all sorted?
We haven't. They won't give it back.
Oh, shit.
Reply. Ether token sent to another Ether address can be recovered, but this is a timely process. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. So, and then it's like, this requires direct access to the wallet. No shit, you're the one in control with the private keys. So, bullshit number 2. And this recovery could take over 1 month. Okay, well, get on it. This email was October 18th, and I keep getting the same exact form email telling me the process. I get the process. You've sent it to me 4 times. Like, do it. And whatever. If we got to pay your 1.1 BTC or whatever fee for your time, that's respectable. That's cool. But don't steal the guy's money. You know what I mean? That's just that's up. And they're basically handling this like shit. And I'm giving them till November 1st, which would be 60 days. If they don't resolve this within 60 days, I'm going to screenshot these emails and I'm going to blast them over the internet. Because
hang on, you said November 1st or December 1st?
November 1st. So look out. I'm about to put Bittrex on blast. Because this
is bring it on.
It's dishonest, man. The dude made an honest mistake. And he told me, here's my Ether address. And I'm like, all right, cool. I sent them. You can see it right on the blockchain where I sent them. It says it, and they're sitting in the wallet. I can see it on Etherscan. It's not that difficult of a process. And they keep giving me these stupid fucking form messages back. I wish Raza, Bittrex support. They keep literally copying and pasting the same message back. Are you fucking, I asked them, I was like, are you fucking dumb? I get that. You don't have to keep sending me the same, form reply every time trying to dance around it till we give up. I'm going to put you on blast. So, that's just straight up Bittrex being dishonest, and that's not cool, Yeah, the guy made a mistake, but, you're a business. You shouldn't,
so this is very important, I think. I think what you just said there, Todd, is really important that the person, before they actually hit send, they make sure that it's bloody 100% correct. Because the aftermath is just too much of the headache and bullshit.
He wasn't thinking, and I was like, hey, I got this stuff from the buy, and I need to drop it to you. So he sent me his Ether address, and I obviously can't tell where that Ether address comes from because I looked it up on Etherscan. And it came back with nothing, before I sent it. So I'm like, okay, the address is clean. It's verified. I checked my first 0x or whatever. I checked it, proper format, and I sent it out. And the transaction actually went through. And I verified the transaction. I'm like, cool. And then 2 days later, he's like, hey, did you send that? I'm like, yeah, here it is. You know what I mean? Because I sent literally 50 transactions. So it was kind of like shocked me. I'm like, yeah, of course I sent that, man, you know? And I was like, let me double check for you and figure everything out. So I went back and I looked through my log of transactions and I found it. And I'm like, yeah, here's the transaction. Like, it's in your wallet. Look. And he comes back and he's like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. He's like, that's my Bittrex wallet. He's like, I gave you the wrong wallet. I'm like, damn. You know? So there went like
I
$8,000
know.
to Bittrex that we have no control over. And they won't, they're
Just
basically.
like this guy that was trying to send like 30 Ethereum and it works out about 10,000 Australian dollars. And he's like a Thai guy from Thailand, and he was watching my video, and that's why he went to the bank and grabbed his money and bought his Ethereum for the first time. And he did that, sent it to the wrong address, you know. It made me feel really sick. Like I felt really helpless to help the guy.
Well, that's
But
the
you know, for yourself though, for
that's
yourself, you still know that it went to Bittrex, whereas I have got no clue who it went to.
Yeah, but that's the way I feel in this situation because, like, I mean, obviously none of it's my fault, but I don't want to see anybody lose their crypto. That's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, especially if
Yeah.
I can help to recover it. And I'm trying to like talk to them, and they're basically giving me the runaround, like, you know. And I'm like, damn, man, like, you know. And I told him, I said, listen, it was an honest mistake. It wasn't my fault, but it wasn't, you know, he just made a mistake. Like, help the guy out,
Yeah.
you know. And they're basically like, oh yeah, we can do it, but we can do it. Okay, well then do it. And then they reply back, well, we can do it, but we
Get
can do
on
it.
to it.
Well, then we can do it.
Yeah.
You know, you keep sending me literally 1, 2, 3, 4 times this message. They sent me the exact same copy and paste message 4 times. And I'm like, okay, we'll do it. You know? And the last time I sent them a message, and they literally, this was on 10/18. It's now 11 days later, and they've yet to reply to it. They just basically were like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
So
I hope he gets his money back though for this guy, and I hope Bittrex will do the right thing, even though it
well,
takes time. You know,
I
like,
talked to my lawyer, and basically, they said that he could file a civil suit against them because technically it's not a criminal matter because they didn't steal anything, but it is a civil infraction under some penal code bullshit. I don't know, whatever it was. And I'm
and
like,
just ethical and
like, why
moral.
do we have to go through all this? Like, you know, like just if they were honest to, you know, or it'd be cool. But yeah, they got till November 1st, and I'm gonna put all these. I'm gonna basically put these emails out there. Everybody,
Yeah.
all 40,000 people in CCT can see what I said and make your own decision. Because I guarantee I know what conclusion you'll come to. But I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna basically screenshot it and just post it. That's it. I guarantee people will
Okay,
come to a conclusion.
well, I hope, you know, I hope that we're going to get like a good outcome out of it. But good on you though, Todd, for fighting for this guy or trying to help this gentleman.
I don't want to see him lose his coins. You know what I mean? I could have been like,
Mm.
man, it's your fault. Yeah, but it was his fault. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that happen. Um, we got all,
Someone's asking you about Bitfinex trading fees, buy and sells versus Bittrex.
oh, Bitfinex is way better. Way, way, way. Like, not even half. Like, I'll look it up right now. I got my account open. I basically pay no fees at all. I do not pay. I pay 0 fees. None.
Wow.
But my trade volume is over 7.5 million a month. But basically,
Okay.
okay, Bittrex is 0.25 both directions. Okay.
Okay.
Bitfinex is zero point 0.1. So
Point one, that's all right.
we're talking a huge difference in fees. Like, you know, more than half, like 70% less in fees. That's for 0 to 500,000 traded. If you go over 500 to a million, you're at 0.08. A million to 2.5 million, you're at 0.04. You know, and as soon as you get over 5 million a month in a 30-day volume, which is not difficult, people like, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that difficult if you're trading, you know what I mean? Like, because you're trading the same loop
Yeah.
of money, you know? So if you're trading
Sure.
$100,000 trades a day, then it
Yeah.
adds up quick. And basically over 7.5 million, you pay no fees. None.
Okay,
So,
that's really handy. That's really good.
oh, absolutely.
Amanda was saying that she's been there, done that before, probably sent like her coins to the wrong address. Did you, Amanda? Hopefully it's not too much, like it's not in a big amount or something.
Yeah,
I haven't done that yet. Touch wood. That's not gonna happen. So
that's why I say send a test transaction. You know.
yeah, definitely. What else have we got into here? Just making sure that you answer all, or we answer all
Okay.
questions from the
I'm
guy.
gonna address this thing because I'm tired of listening to it. Everybody's like, but Bitfinex is not allowing U.S. customers anymore. I read, I hear this shit every day. Okay, this is all. This is a good thing. Like it is a very good thing because this takes the government, the U.S. government, out of control. By them not taking U.S. residents, they're basically telling the U.S. government this. And what that's doing, in a sense, is they don't really care. Like, this is they care about like protecting themselves and getting rid of the government. They don't care if you trade on there. They don't care if you're where you're from. They don't care if you're from fucking Mars. Like, they really don't. So, go ahead, download Opera browser, switch to Canada because you're now Canadian, and open an account with Proton Mail. That's all you got to do. It's that simple. Like, it is that easy. Like, it'll take you 15 minutes to get everything, make the email, make the account, everything, and fund it. And basically, there's no verification. They did that on purpose. Take a hint. And there's no daily withdrawal limits. Zero, none. Like, you can
Wow,
pick
that's
100 million
awesome.
there and withdraw 100 million the same within an hour. It doesn't matter. No withdrawal limits. So they did this on purpose. Take a hint. Like, it's a good thing. Now the U.S. government can't come in and, try to seize the exchange or any of that bullshit. So they can shove it up their ass.
Or can you just make it that you are, instead of being a Canadian, can you make it like you're an Australian?
Yeah, you can make it Australian, European, anything outside the U.S. As long as you're
Whatever you want to be.
long as you can be anything you want to be. Like, make a Proton email, and if you want the discount link, I'll post it. You get 10% off the fees on top of that 0.1. So really, you're
Yeah.
paying 0.09 to start out trading there. That's literally a third of what the Bittrex fees are. You're only paying a third
Mm.
of your fees at Bitfinex compared to Bittrex. And Bitfinex is adding coins literally left and right. They added like 5 or 6 coins this month. So
Excellent.
yeah, I mean
Because
they're on top of
I
it.
myself, I myself used like Bitfinex before because at that point I wanted to buy IOTA, and that's the only place I could actually buy them. And then I sort of, went to Bittrex because you know how Bittrex got like all these coins and Bitfinex don't. So now that we're having this conversation about the fees and everything, I think I need to revisit Bitfinex and check it out. And it sounds really good.
Like I said, I'll help you out with the discount link or whatever. I got that. I got you.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Amanda, I'm so sorry about Amanda. So Amanda been there, done that. She sent her Neos quite a lot as well to a legit Neo address. And so she really couldn't get any Neos back. So someone just hit the jackpot. Sorry about that, but
Yeah, I mean, I had that happen too. I had some ether show up in my address. Like, I'd have no clue where it came from.
oh, a lot? That's from me, Todd.
Pretty good amount of them.
Let's clear it. It's from me.
I don't know. I waited for like a month to see if somebody like sent me a message over the blockchain, and nobody sent a message,
Yeah.
nothing. So I just threw it in the charity wallet.
Mm,
And it went out with the
that's
next
it.
donation.
You're right about that, Amanda. Lesson learned, move on, and you'll get it back. And I'm sure with your attitude, you will. And good luck as well.
Here, I'm posting the discount link in the comments if anybody wants a Bitfinex account. But make sure you get a Proton mail and sign up with Proton first, and then
What is a
do your Bitcoin.
Proton mail? I've seen it around. Like, is it American email? Or what's the deal with it?
So
Is it like a blockchain email?
it's basically it's been around forever. It's they're out of Switzerland. Their servers, and they're protected under Swiss privacy laws, which is a good thing. And
Sure.
they're really into crypto and blockchain, and it's free. But I ask you guys, like, don't take advantage of them. Send them $20 worth of Bitcoin, because what that does is you can make a donation to them, and that keeps the progress going, keeps them developing Proton Mail for us. So every couple months, since I use so
Yeah.
many of them, I send them $20. And if everybody that uses it sends them $20 a year or something, then the development on Proton Mail is going to get better and better and better for us. It's encrypted email.
Yeah.
It's free. Like, they don't charge you anything. So send them $20. Come on, man. It's not being cheap. You know, but
it's like a win-win situation for all. That sounds good. So that's something I'm going to check it out as well, Todd. They have a paid account as well. Okay, interesting. That's good. Maybe just more secure as well and more functions, Eric.
Steve asked, can you short or long on Bitfinex with no verification? Absolutely. You don't need to verify nothing.
Yeah.
You'll have 100% full features if you don't even have to verify your account. You have access to margin trading, margin lending, short and long positions, anything.
Okay, thanks for that, Eric. Seemed like more space and etc. That's awesome. How many people are actually on CCT, Todd? Like, you guys got like thousands of people or members?
How many are on CCT? There's 40,732 right now.
That's amazing. That is awesome.
Yeah.
There's another message for you, Todd. You said you sent a message over the blockchain. I will have to see if Neo allows messages.
I don't know. I really don't know if they do for Neo.
Yeah.
Ethereum and BTC, you can send messages over the blockchain. So
you know what I actually bought like a couple of days ago? I had my impulse to buy something, like, when you woke up one day and you just like, I need to buy something like shoes or whatever. And for us being in crypto, I'm like, I'm gonna buy some coins before I can get on with my life today. And I put my money, about 2 Bitcoins, on this thing called Zatcoin. Have you heard of Zatcoin before?
What is it?
Zat, as in zebra, coin. Zatcoin.
Zatcoin.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now. I can't keep up with all these shit coins.
Sure. The reason why I know about it is developed by a Thai developer, and me being a Thai person supporting my Thai people as well, is like on coin market caps, I think it's like 80, ranking number 80 or something. So it's one of those altcoins. And it's not like the top 10 or top 20, not the main players and such. But the reason why I put my money on it is because I am a fan of like their concept, which is like a private sort of secure payment system, anonymous and that sort of thing. So I really like it. I really dig that stuff. And they are about to have their hard fork coming up on the 9th of November to fix some of their bugs and all that. And also, they're going to have this thing called like Zat nodes. And if you're familiar with like Dash has got this thing called Master nodes. And Zatcoin is going to have this thing called Zat nodes. And the way it works is like if you run Zat nodes, you're going to get the Zat coins automatically. So I've got my 2 Bitcoins on Zatcoin.
So they're basically going to airdrop it. Okay.
Yeah. Almost 500 ladies group, Kim. And Sawadika to Ju Brody is really nice. This is something I'm going to do as well. I'm going to take this cryptocurrency world to Thailand because, again, there are so many people in the Thai crypto space. But it could be like the language barrier as well. They're sort of, keeping a low profile. I think there are actually some on this, CCT forum, and they're just reading a little bit. But the language barrier doesn't really matter, Google Translate can do the job these days as well. So I'm going to take that to Thailand.
I keep getting a lot of people from Malaysia.
Really?
Yeah, like apparently they talk about me and Rev on the Malaysian forum all the time. And
there you go.
All the people I asked, like, to get into 51% grow, I asked, where did you hear? And they're like, the Malaysian forum, the Malaysian forum, the Malaysian forum. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where's that?
Yeah, I know, like with these Zat coins, people go like Zat coin. It's like, it's not Zat Cash and it's not Zen Cash. And even myself, I bought like 2 Bitcoins worth of Zat coin. I'm like, what the hell did I just buy? I could confuse myself here. Did I buy Zat Cash or Zen coin? And I'm like, woman, go back to bed right now. That's why Todd didn't know. Oh, because I didn't say it properly. Michael Haggett I'm gonna have to like, practice on my pronunciation a little bit. But there you go. Every day you learn something new. And thanks very much for correcting me. And I'm gonna say it every day now. ZZ, ZZ.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonder where
I
everybody's
like
at.
you.
Where the hell's Joe at
Yeah,
today? I haven't seen him post nothing today. Where's Rev at? Where's everybody at?
I don't know. I think that's your Sunday. It's Monday here in Australia. So, um, I don't know. Maybe people just sort of like, take time off being the weekend as well. Um, things are not really moving a lot as well.
But I tagged him and see who wanted to go live tonight because usually we do something on Sunday nights because it's a chill day for me and
Yeah.
nobody replied. We had to have the lovely, beautiful crypto Jen on.
That's all right. It's just ignoring you. Maybe you're on their bad books or something. You're being bad or something, Todd. They're all ignoring you. Like I said before, like I woke up, I'm like, who is this challenging me? You want to come play? I'm like, right, I'll get onto it. It's fun. And I think the more, like people like me who's like coming from somewhere else is going to encourage other people to come and probably more interactive with you guys as well.
Yeah, I mean, I want to break it up a little bit. I wanted to get some more females on here, and a little bit of diversity.
Yeah.
Like I messaged Katie Zachary, see what she'll say. She might come on. Hopefully, once she reads my message, and maybe the other Jen will come on. We'll see what we can get some ladies. Get a little
Like
diversity.
in my team, I'm not gonna go into details because I'm not advertising my project or anything, but I'm also working with she's known as like the hottest chick in cryptocurrency. Her
Put it
name is
out there. Go
Tony.
ahead, man. Say it.
Well, I work for a project, or I've got a project called Cloud, right? It's an ICO that is going to start on the 17th of November. So it's Cloud. But again, I respect the rules. I'm trying not to make it too silly. I'm not really into that either. So, but Cloud is my project, and I've been working with, awesome people like Ryan Fucker, as in Fuger. He's like the founder of Ripple. So he's on the project. And this lady that is our advisor, she's like the hottest chick in cryptocurrency. She's the ex-CEO of Cointelegraph. She's actually the co-founder of Cointelegraph. Her name is Toni Lane Castley. I don't know if you know her. Yeah, so she's really big. She's just, if you're talking about a girl in crypto, she's one of those that sort of started off early. So I might actually tell her to come in and join this space.
Put it out there. Put a couple posts up. I mean, like obviously don't go crazy shilling it away, but but put it out there. You think it hurt nothing?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Todd. So yeah, it's just going to be like a social media and interactive functions and cool stuff. And then you're going to read the white paper because I'm not going to try to sell my project to anyone who don't want to read the white paper. To me, I think that is, my responsibility as well. So go check it out on my website. If there's any promo code you want to use, inbox me. I'm not going to put it out here. But Cloud Project is the project that I'm working on, and I'm really proud of. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Post a link to it or whatever. Oh, you got Eric got it for you?
Yeah. But you see, like, it's not like a hidden agenda or something to come, all right, I'm just going to go and talk to you. But I just want to take the challenge, Todd. Let's do this.
Let's see, Steven. He's asking about the hedge fund. Yeah, I addressed that in the video with Joe the other day. We're working on it, man, but it's going to take a year probably to get the licensing and get all the stuff straightened up. But the lawyers.
Someone's asking me to ask you a question. I don't know why he doesn't want to ask you yourself. He wanted me to ask you, Todd. Jen, can you ask Todd what e-juice he vapes? What the hell is e-juice? E-juice.
Oh, let's talk about this. I get
it. Oh, really, Joe? You helped solve the ERC-223 issue. And that's what our platform is actually going to be on. Like Cloud would be on ERC-223. And I'm really excited about that. He's rolling a doozy right now.
Dr. Fogg's deep fried ice cream I'm vaping today.
Cool.
There you go. and I'm eating Wild Bill's beef jerky. That's what you see me eating on.
What is that you're eating? Is that beef jerky?
Yeah, Wild Bill's beef jerky.
Did you make it yourself? Because I love beef jerky too.
I mean, I can make it. I have made it, but you know, obviously I'm not just lazy. I just ordered a couple pounds of it and they sent it to me in the mail. Well, Wild
You
Bill's,
made enough money. You made enough money from your trading, right? That you can just go buy like 10 kgs of biltong
I tore
of
that
beef
back.
jerky.
Oh.
Hi, Carrie. How are you doing? She says, thanks, Jen. Really great to have a female and Aussie crypto person to follow. Thank you very much. Also, like being an Asian as well, like love Australia. I don't know what it's like over your way, but people here are just so awesome. And there are so many nationalities. People sort of live together, different accents. Such a cool country. Everyone's sort of like fair income. Fair income means like fago, very cool, very level-headed people in Australia. So I'm really grateful, Kerry, to actually, call Australia home.
Let's see, Kim Bennis, Todd. What is the name of the finance book you said you read that helps you heaps? Finance book.
What book did you read? Can't remember.
I don't remember a finance book. I mean, I was talking to Joe and Rev the other day, and I said read the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Maybe that's what you're talking about. But that's not exactly finance. That's, the 48 Laws of Power of being in business and things like that. Like you can apply it to like, everyday life and things like that. It's just put yourself in a position that you can't be replaced and things like that. Maybe if that's what you're referring to. Probably. Thoughts on Rise.
Where am I from in Australia? Sorry, Todd, Rachel, Bravo. Where am I from in Australia? I'm in Perth. Perth is like the western part of the country. It takes like 7 hours for us to go anywhere like Melbourne or Sydney. And yes, my background is I'm from Thailand as well. So this is why I'm really excited about it. Not just that I'm a few females that are quite out there in the crypto space, but also coming from Thailand, a small country. I really want to show people like, you know what, if Jen can make it, she's a girl next door. And she actually found some, luck and good fortune and enjoy this ride of crypto space, then anyone can do it as well. And you don't really need to be like that technical or nerd, and you can just enjoy it. Like whatever that is your personality, just match it and use it at your advantage. There's a question for you. There's a question for you.
Uh-oh, there's Joe. What the? Joe!
Hi, Joe.
Man. I see you watching now.
Kerry asked, much talk of Power Ledger over there in Perth, Jen. Yeah, I was at the Perth meetup the other day, and Power Ledger is a local ICO, and they like using blockchain with natural resource like solar panels and things like that. It's just really interesting as well. But yeah, the lady who actually co-founder of the project, she just got elected like a Lord Mayor or something. So it's really becoming, quite an exciting place as well, Perth, in terms of cryptocurrency and blockchain. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe's on here. Uncle Joe, what's up, man?
Good morning, Joe. How are you doing? Where are you hiding?
Ben and Grady, how do you join or get into the 51% group? Yeah, all right, you know that, man. Don't play that game.
There's a question for you. How do the guys get into the 51% crew? Can you answer that?
The join button and you wait.
Thanks for that, Todd. Very helpful.
Well, I mean, the group's professionally run. It's not just some free-for-all, like that's fine for CCT or whatever, but this group is literally no BS, and, it's literally like we let in 500 or 1,000 at a time when everybody's under control, and, I think the ban list, we have thousands of people in there now, and the ban list is only like 40. Nothing, So, it's serious. Like, you won't find anything but technical analysis in there. That's it.
Uh-huh.
You said you did that 2 months ago. Well, then cancel it and redo it so you're at the top of the list. Like, there's thousands of them, and we go through blocks. Like, You know, it's not easy. Like, and I can't just find somebody's name and accept it. Like, it's near next to impossible to search through thousands of names to find it. So, all right.
So have you bought any coins today? Have you bought any altcoins this morning or you know, this evening?
I'm pretty much sitting in the positions I wanted to sit in because I dumped everything like maybe about a month ago.
Yeah.
About a month to 2 months ago, I started selling everything off because I knew what was going to happen with the fork, and I knew BTC was going to shoot up. So, I got out all the alts. Yeah, so I mean, I got a couple left, some Neo, some obviously the Stratus I've had forever, and I'm just too lazy to move it. And
Mm-hmm.
what else do I got? Got some ADX. I don't have any Rise. Got rid of that stuff when it peaked.
Yeah,
Uh,
me neither. I don't have the rise. I mean, I held it for like very short, like 3 days or something. And this is like back 2 months ago.
but
What about 10x? What do you think about 10x?
oh man, they had all their issues with their recalling their debit cards.
Mm,
So once they recalled all their debit cards, I basically just dumped everything, and I haven't even looked at the chart to be honest.
yeah,
Until they get like 10x's a debit card, and they don't have debit cards, so it
yeah.
doesn't make sense to even like what are they doing
Mm,
now? Like, and their message, I keep getting an email saying, "Oh, we're gonna have new cards issued. We're having a new provider, blah 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 blah." And I've heard that like probably 6 times, 7 times now. They sent me the email.
yeah,
Um, it says, "Hey Todd, have you seen the leaked info in terms of the plan by a good amount of whales that they plan to pump or plan to dump Bitcoin and buy up Segwit 2x?" And I hear all these rumors all the time, man. The validity to them, uh, you know, I don't follow it. I follow the charts. Like, I don't follow the rumors. I don't follow any of that stuff. Like, of course, I hear it. It's kind of impossible not to. But as far as like putting any weight to it, no.
And this is why, like, I'm gonna jump in and like quickly talk about my project, though I said I'm not going to. But these fake news, these sort of like, you know, the information, rumors, and all that cloud project, our platform is kind of going to be the solution. We actually offer a solution that it could be a place where verified information through the AI technology and the software and our development team put together. We're going to have the alpha version coming out before the ICO as well. So the people that want to put the money in actually can go and play and have a feel about it, you know. But I think there's a need for a place where we all sort of can go and verify the information. And the other part that I'm excited about is like how they're going to have this feature, like who and who, as in like who are the influencers in the crypto space. Like you guys, like Todd or Joe and Rev, for example, you guys are going to be definitely made onto that list. Yeah, your hair looks fine. Your hair looks fine. Just so, you know,
And
play
I
with
don't
the
have any hair. I mean, it's no gone.
Says the guy with no profile picture. I don't know what you guys talking about. Neo has the same moves as Adex. Did you notice that, Todd?
Neo has the same moves as Adex. Do you notice that? Yeah, they trend together. But like I tell everybody, they'll always look at every market as an individual. Stop looking for correlations. Like that'll get you in
Yeah.
trouble. I see a lot of people talk about, oh, Ether follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going up by Ethereum because it's going up next, and it did. Don't get me wrong, it did. It did correlate with it for a while, but look what happened now. It's pretty much the opposite. For a while, and now it's starting to follow Bitcoin again. So these all have their own
Speak,
set of rules, and the whole weekend theory, and it'll dip during the weekend or this or Tuesday or blah blah blah. Like throw all that out. Trade the charts.
Speaking of like, you know, the movers and the shakers and people who are actually the influencers, I can see
Yeah,
Kurt Connolly is here.
yeah. Now
And
Kurt, oh man, everybody want to come in after I done started. Like y'all ignored me. I see how it is. Y'all don't like Todd. I don't want to go live with him.
so
That's right.
Kurt actually, you know, supported the event that we had in Perth. So thank you very much, Kurt. I'm so sorry we didn't get a chance to meet, but I met your mom. And I tried to persuade her, like, get into the coins. And she's like, she's so lovely. So really thankful that Kurt actually organized that event for us in Perth. Really cool, really cool. Any thoughts on OMG, Jerry? I am a fan of OMG. I'm a holder. I'm going to keep on holding it because, as I said before, payment system is already being used in real life, integrated in so many places in Asia, including Thailand, McDonald's, banks, and things like that. So I think this is just the beginning of OMG. So I'm going to keep on holding them.
Looks like Scott just joined us. Hey, Scott, I seen your message earlier, but we were about to go live, so I'll give you a call in a little while when I get done doing this. It's all about, the hedge and all that.
I don't know about the mirroring about BTC, correlation. That's what you're trying to say, Joe, about the OMG and BTC. But what I saw is like the rise in BTC OMG seem to suffer. So maybe it's just on the opposite directions. But this is just pure speculation, not speculation, pure observation from my end. Not really the charts or anything, but I felt like anytime BTC increases, OMG sort of drop. I'm just telling you as it is. I'm not a techie kind of person, but I love my crypto. Is that all right with you?
Laughing at Kurt. He asked if I Kurt's over here asking if I shave for Jen.
Todd, you look fresh for this video. Did you shave for Jen?
I had Sunday brunch with some friends, so I shaved this morning. Normally not my week. I'm not shaving. I don't look homeless today, do I?
Let's say hello to William James Smith. I'm just going to scroll up. First time listening. Been in crypto for 5 months. Loving it. I hear good and bad with BitConnect. What is your take? I have no idea about BitConnect. Can
really, you? Joe keeps saying I can show evidence. I can show a comparative chart that OMG often mirrors BTC. The thing with that is, yes, it might. Don't get me wrong. Like, I see it all the time. Ethereum mirrored Bitcoin for the longest time too, but you cannot go off of that. Like, you got to trade the charts individually. Like, they will fool you. When you're expecting something and it turns around and it rolls the other direction on you because you thought something and you were trading the chart because you were looking at Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's its own market. So is OMG. So is Ethereum. They're all their own markets. You got to trade your market. This is like.
Another person just joined here, been in the crypto world for about a year. Thanks so much for the live stream, Todd and Jen. If you were to name 3 altcoins with the most potential, which 3 would you pick? Let's start from the lady. Let's the lady say first. The altcoins. I go for OMG because that's what I hold. I told you before. I also go for IOP. IOP is like Internet of People. Go and have a read about it. I kind of love it myself. And the third one, altcoin, I'll say Neo. The Chinese coin is always going to be there, whether you like it or not. And so these 3, do you call Neo an altcoin? Yeah, it is an altcoin. So yeah, Neo, OMG. And what do you say? IOP. Check IOP out as well. It's pretty cool. The concept behind it of Internet of People. And now your turn.
My turn is they're all shit coins. Honestly.
They're all shit coins.
Honestly, I don't even know what they do. And I don't even care what they do because I trade charts. And honestly, I literally don't know what these coins do. Like, I have no clue what OMG does.
I do. See? This is a difference between girls and boys, I think. Like, boys go for charts or something. Maybe not every girl or boys, but most guys would go for charts and their facts and things. But girls go for their feelings and information. And we're going to go and search and talk more about the project.
Everyone has their own strategy. And, there's no right strategy, but there is a wrong strategy. Let's put it that way. And, some people are into fundamentals and it's just not my thing. Like, honestly, I have no clue what OMG does. I have no clue what most of these coins even do. Like, I really don't know. And I've never even bothered to look, but I've traded the hell out of them. I probably hold some of them. Like, I really don't care, though. Because when that thing starts to trend down, Todd's getting rid of it. And I'll never
But see,
back.
for me, it means a lot that I know what the project's involved, what the coin does, what is their function. because that's what drives me in terms of I want to buy that because I like the concept. I probably care more about the concept or how it works more than the charts, but like you said, people are different and different strategies as well. So whatever works for you, go for it.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's definitely a successful way to go if you sit there and research these and you have time and you're looking at a longer term hold. I'm a short term holder, you know what I mean? Like, I will dump
Yeah.
that shit and I'll turn around, I'll short the market right after it. Like, that doesn't bother me. I don't get attached to these coins.
Yeah.
But, somebody that doesn't, for example, they don't have the time to do it, because trading takes a lot of your life, I mean, it does. I spend some days 14, 16 hours a day in front of a computer trading. And people think, oh, yeah, you just make a couple trades, you get rich, buy Lambos. No, it's not like that. I bust my ass trading. I like literally go to bed tired, like, man, like laying in bed, like the Chinese Asian market. And I'm like, oh, man, one more trade.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it
that's
can be
for
really
some
time
people.
consuming. I
Huh?
had to actually quit. I used to like work during the day, come and trade, do my trading at night, and then I'm like, you know what, this is not gonna work. I need to quit my job and become like a crypto trader full time. And now running the ICO, I feel like I've got more wrinkles and things like that because it's so crazy. Running an ICO is exciting, but it's also taking a life out of you as well. And I think by the time the ICO finished, I'll probably be like 15 years older. I
Yeah,
think Kurt knows about that because he's just done his.
like Joe's saying, personally, I believe in both. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with fundamental analysis. People are very successful trading fundamental analysis, but every trader has their own thing that they're good at and they're successful at. And my thing's just been charts, and I really don't care what the coin does. But not necessarily saying that's the wrong way or a bad way or anything like
Sure.
that. You can be very successful at fundamental trading. If you're holding in a longer term. But I don't get emotionally attached to these things. I'll just dump them on the next trend down and buy something else and keep flipping and turning and moving, and that's just my thing.
I don't know with Bitcoin price, right? I still can see this. I don't know. Like I think it could hit like in a couple of years. I think it could go to 50,000. But this is again me picking the number, but it's possible. 50,000 to me in 2 years. I think Bitcoin can actually reach that. I mean, look at this year though, how far it has come so far. So I think it's really possible and I'll keep holding them. I love my Bitcoins.
Was it this year or last year? I think it was December that Bitcoin hit 1,000 for the first time, wasn't it? Or was it last
Yeah, it
December?
was like, yeah, I felt like it was last year. It
I posted a picture the other day that I found on my phone, and I was laughing because it Bitcoin was like $743 in the picture, and I was like, how many would you buy? And that was still on my phone from like last year. I was like, man, I was looking like, I don't know why I took a picture, because I seen a big red candle and I took a picture of it with my phone, and it was like literally like a huge red candle on like a $30 drop.
yeah.
$30.
And to me, like, like about 4 years ago, there was this guy asking me for a date, and we went to dinner and we're talking about stuff. Like, okay, I won't say his name. Like, so what are you doing in your spare time? And he's like, I mine Bitcoins. Do you know about Bitcoin, Jen? And I'm like, no. And then he goes, I'm mining it, trying to explain the process of, how Bitcoin works and the mining behind Bitcoin. And I sort of like, I was a naysayer. I was like, you know what, Nick, his name's Nick. You know what, Nick? Why don't you just go and try to like get a hobby that involves real money, as in fiat? Why don't you just go and involve real money and stop being so delusional? And guess what? Now 4 years have passed. Obviously, Nick is not with Jen, but he is filthy rich, millionaire, multi-millionaire. So
This
I've
way,
learned that from my experience. Yeah.
if it wasn't for crypto, I wouldn't have the lifestyle I do. Yes, I make good money. Yes, I own several businesses, but crypto put me over the top, like over the top. Like I
Yeah.
can do anything I want in life. I can go anywhere in the world I want. I can stay in the nicest hotels. I can literally go lay on the beach. Like it doesn't matter. Like whatever I want, I can get. I choose not to, but I could. It says, I seen a question. If you came into fiat right now, would you go ahead and just buy BTC or wait for the dip? I'd chart it and I'd wait. Like patience pays in crypto. You know, people think that, you know, you just jump into something, and but it don't go like that.
Just buy
So
Bitcoin.
I would definitely wait. What the hell, I got all dark on me.
Carrie Pincott asking me what's the best way to follow me. Just look me up. Cryptogen, CRYP, crypto. Well, we all know how to spell crypto. I'm talking about Cryptogen. That's me on Facebook. And, you know, you can also follow Cloud Project as well. Just go on my page. And I usually put stuff on because obviously is what I believe in is cloud. You know, I work for them. And if you're looking for someone local and we can connect and not necessarily talking about cloud, because I'm all about like, you know, connecting with like-minded people, like crypto enthusiasts like you and I, everyone in here, you know, enjoying the same thing. And what Todd was saying before about, you know, how I can give you a lifestyle is the same. I can quit my mining job to actually sitting on my ass right here talking to you guys, doing whatever I want is because of crypto as well. And the beauty of it is you don't really need to you know, to have certain amount of money already. Well, obviously you've got to start with something, but it's not really going to be a huge amount that anyone can actually get started. And the beauty of it again is that we all in the early stage of this crypto space. So get on it now if you haven't.
Kurt said the Chinese have been shopping for BTC in the last 24 hours. I don't think it's the Chinese. The rumor I hear is November 1st, but you know, possibly. I think it's everybody else like buying the rumor and going to sell the news. So who knows who's buying it? But I don't see the volume on the Chinese exchanges going up as much as I do as Bitfinex volume. It's all being bought on Bitfinex, it looks like, and Bitfinex and GDAX. Let me let's see who's trading now. We're going to Coinigy.
So what's the price of Bitcoin right now as we speak? Can someone tell me, please?
All the volume looks like it's coming in on Bitfinex and Bitstamp. That's where all the volume's coming from right now. It's not even the Gemini. It's coming in. Bitfinex is top volume. Bitstamp is second, and Gemini is third.
Bitstamp, yeah, that's the Korean one. Yes, Paul, I get like, you know, sometimes a lot of friend requests. I try to like screen through, like if you're a genuine person, a real person, then yeah, we can be friends, no worries. But if you're like, you know, one of those people that's gonna spam people or add people automatically into groups and being dodgy, I kind of know that too. But yeah, in general, you know, I welcome anyone that want to connect with me and being friends, so no dramas. 6,139. These on GDAX as we speak.
Yeah, like I said, all the volume's coming in on Bitfinex right now. It's on Bitfinex, Bitstamp, Gemini, GDAX, Itbit, Kraken, HitBTC, and then CEX.io. That's the order of the volume coming in. But,
so 6,000 something, that is like almost 8,000, probably 8,700 maybe Australian dollars. This is awesome. I remember like when I checked CoinSpot like a few months ago, it was like 3,000, 4,000 Australian dollars. Now it's like double, if not more. Amazing.
You're asking me he's asking what website do you check to see? Coinigy. I'll post a link to it. Hold on. I'll drop a link for you guys now.
Far out. Did you see that Joe has got an insight that Coinbase has got experienced 35,000 people sign-ups a day?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy shit.
Definitely Bitcoin.
Hit 6,240 on Bittrex about an hour ago. I would love that.
They're like, they're just way off with their Bitcoin tether price. You know, like they can't seem to keep up because of the volume, because they're spread.
Another person asking about BitConnect, I must tell you, like, I have no knowledge about BitConnect to actually comment on. I heard about it, but I have not really experienced it as such to actually comment. Sorry, Rap.
Yeah. No. We've been on here like 2 hours, Jen.
I think we should go ahead and get on. I don't want to bore everyone. This is like the first time saying hello to you all as well. Let's keep it, let's
Oh,
cut this, man. They're probably bored of us. Like, these two people are just talking shit, talking crap.
my 1 hour a week, man. I gotta watch The Walking Dead tonight, but that's not for another 2 hours. But no, my phone's gonna die shortly, so I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute.
Let's,
Any last thoughts or anything, Miss Jen? What's
yeah,
up?
any last questions, people? Ask away. CryptoGen, read your question or what's the quote? I have Raspberry Pi with a screen next to my TV doing full-time ticker. A Raspberry Pi.
I'm gonna hook a stun gun to my computer. If the price drops, I'm gonna let it shock me when I'm sleeping.
Jen and Todd, we appreciate you guys doing this. No, thank you very much for putting up, listening to us. Steve, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, let's go ahead and wrap this up, everybody. You know, it's Todd and the lovely,
Yeah.
beautiful Crypto Jen we brought in tonight. So we got the lady on here. And, much
Thank
pleasure
you very
talking with you,
much.
Jen. If you wanna, ever want to do this again, feel free to hit me up and we'll get you back on here. So,
Anytime for a challenge, I will always say yes, because I think, why not? Life is too short not to just like say yes. So thanks very much, Todd, for inviting me, and thanks for all of you who are listening and watching. We'll talk again later, and have a beautiful day or night,
okay.
wherever you are.
See y'all later. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye, Jen.
Bye, Todd.